Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. Now, this is not really a video that I'm happy to be making. For some of you that know, I posted a video last year, it was August 8th, about Sinead O'Connor and her life story and everything that she had endured, because Sinead O'Connor has had a very tough life. She was not dealt a hand of cards that I believe was fair. She dealt with a lot more than most people ever have to go through, and we all know that she had a very difficult time about 18 months ago because her son committed suicide. And today I woke up to the news that Sinead O'Connor had passed away, and it was actually really shocking to me because you guys know I talked about it in my previous video about Sinead O'Connor. If you haven't watched it, I definitely suggest that you go watch it. It details a lot about her life and the struggles that she went through, but I talked about how her music helped me cope with some things. And my sister that passed away, she loved Sinead O'Connor, and I always grew up listening to her music through her. So I have always really been into Sinead O'Connor's music and all of that. But this video is going to be about her tragic passing, because when I woke up this morning, well, this evening, I saw the news that she passed away, and I was just completely shocked by it, because Sinead O'Connor is truly one of those unique people. There's only one of, and I get that everybody's unique in their own way, but she was very unique. She was very outspoken. She never hid her feelings, and she was one of the very first people to call out the Roman Catholic Church, and we all know why. And that really affected her career, but turns out all these years later, she was right. So what I wanted to do is come on here and read this article for you guys, and it's by the Irish Times. It says, Sinead O'Connor, acclaimed Dublin singer, dies at age 56. Michael D. Higgins leads tribute to Irish musician, saying the country has lost an extraordinarily beautiful, unique voice. And they have. Sinead was one of those people that she could reach out and touch you with her voice when she sung the lyrics to these songs. It was so emotionally invoking for everyone. And there's so much pain and trauma behind this voice. I do believe that we have truly lost a legend and an icon today. Irish singer Sinead O'Connor has died at the age of 56. Her family has announced. In a statement, the singer's family said, "It's with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Sinead. Her family and friends are devastated and have requested privacy at this very difficult time." Now, we know that there was a whole bunch of different stuff that happened with Sinead O'Connor on Twitter, and for some period of time, it did seem like she isolated herself from the public, and I don't blame her, because the ridicule, the hate, and the things that people would say to her were just downright terrible. Even still to this day, a lot of people would say nasty things to her. When I posted my original video about her, I even had people in the replies talking about how she was an awful person, and I'm just like, how is she an awful person? I don't understand it. The acclaimed Dublin performer released 10 studio albums, while her song Nothing Compares to You was named the #1 world single in 1999 by the Billboard Music Awards. Now, everybody knows how influential this song is. Any kind of karaoke machine you buy, it most likely has Nothing Compares to You on it, because I remember when I was younger, my mom bought me a karaoke machine for Christmas, and Nothing Compares to You was on there, and then there was something by Melissa Etheridge. And with that said, I do believe that Sinead O'Connor definitely played a role in developing the music that we have today. Her version of the ballad, written by musician Prince, topped the charts around the globe and earned her 3 Grammy nominations. That's freaking crazy. The accompanying music video, directed by English filmmaker John Mayberry, consisted mostly of a close-up of O'Connor's face as she sung the lyrics, and became as famous as her recording of the song. Everybody knows what this music video is. This was so iconic and trend-setting. There were so many women that shaved their heads after this because it was a bold statement. And that's one thing that I really loved about Sinead O'Connor. She did not give a single fuck what anyone thought about her. She did what she wanted to do, and she did it with a smile on her face. In 1991, O'Connor was named Artist of the Year by Rolling Stone magazine on the back of the song's success. O'Connor was presented the inaugural award for Classic Irish Album at the RTE Choice Music Awards earlier this year. I would have loved to have met Sinead O'Connor. The singer received a standing ovation, as she should, as she dedicated the award for the album I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got to each and every member of Ireland's refugee community. "You're very welcome in Ireland. I love you very much, and I wish you happiness," she said. Sinead O'Connor was truly a national treasure for them. President Michael D. Higgins led the tributes to O'Connor, saying his first reaction on hearing the news of Sinead's loss was to remember her extraordinarily beautiful, unique voice. And that is what I keep saying. That's the one thing that no one can say about Sinead O'Connor. She had those pipes. She could sing her face off, and her music music and her voice resonated with so many people. To those of us who had the privilege of knowing her, one couldn't but always be struck by the depth of her fearless commitment to the important issues which she brought to public attention, no matter how uncomfortable those truths may have been, he said. What Ireland has lost at such a relatively young age is one of our greatest and most gifted composers, songwriters, and performers of recent decades, one who had a unique talent and extraordinary connection with her audience, all of whom who held such love and warmth for her. May her spirit find the peace she sought in so many different ways. And it's so crazy that I didn't even read this article, but they're literally echoing everything that I said in the beginning of this video. It actually makes me so happy that there's tons of people that have the same sentiment when it comes to Sinead O'Connor and her music and her craft, because I really appreciate that, and the nostalgia of it gets me every single time. So I'm glad she was able to connect with so many people on this like really emotional level. Leo Varadkar led the tributes to O'Connor, expressing his sorrow at the death of the singer in a post on social media. Her music was loved around the world and her talent was unmatched beyond compare. Condolences to her family, her friends, and all who loved her music, said Mr. Varadkar. And just parsing over this article, it basically just covers everything that I had put in my previous video about Miley Cyrus and Madonna, and it just gives more tributes to her as an artist. There's so many people speaking about this. Even Ice-T tweeted out and said, tribute to O'Connor, saying she stood for something after her death at the age of 56. So it's very clear the impact that she's had on her community, and I think that she would be so thrilled to see all these people just talking about how much of an amazing person she really truly was. And it's sad to me that it takes someone actually passing away for people then to just get over whatever the issue was that they had with them, because at the end of the day, Sinead O'Connor was a damn good person. The Irish Music Rights Organization said, our hearts go out to the family and friends and all who were moved by her music as we reflect on the profound impact she made on the world. And then the article just continues to go on with all the people outpouring their love for her family and friends. And I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know that I think that it's super sad that she passed away, but also to make note for what she has done and what she stood for and what her legacy will be, because you don't really get very many people like this anymore. There's not very many people that will go against the grain and say what they think 100% of the time, and that's what Sinead O'Connor was, and that's what she signifies for me. She was a damn strong person. So you guys, with all of that said, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you didn't watch my other video on Sinead O'Connor, I definitely think you should, just because I talk so in depth about what she actually went through and all the shit that she put up with from her mother. It's just really sad, and I hate that now she's gone, but I hope that she's at peace because she dealt with so much in life. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.